Right. Now, I can't show. You can find it though. This stuff is blowing up everywhere. Right? There's 2 leaked clips, and I'm going to talk about them separately to keep them sort of, you know, in their own little pocket, because I want to keep the theories from getting mishmashed. But this one, I've always been a fan of Reiko, because he always sort of, you know, he kind of leaned into like this armored ninja style character when he first appeared in MK4, and so when the leaks and rumors started coming out about the roster and everything like that, Reiko, along with other characters I've been looking forward to seeing coming back like Havoc, prominent in main character roster. As it turns out, it was true. At least so far. All of it has been true so far. There's a leak clip going around, right? And I can prove this. This part here, where Li Mei leaps out of the carriage and starts attacking, that is actually part of the leaked clip that is going around. She runs up, she does a jumping 2-kick in the air to sweep, right? The camera from this point here, she does this kick, right? This point here, the camera then pans to Reiko a second time, right? The first time, he's walking up with Motaro and the crowd go crazy, right? At this point, I am fully on board with Team Reiko and Outworld, okay? Because, and that's the funny part too, because I'm going to talk about that as well in another video, because it seems like Edenia doesn't exist. There is no Edenia. It actually sounds like, and what was originally conceived, that there was no Edenia. It is Outworld. Outworld is Edenia. Like, there is no Edenia. Outworld is Outworld, and it's called that for a reason, right? That's what it originally was called, right? Unless I'm missing a piece, but that's what, going way, way back, it was always referred to as Outworld. Now, it would appear, I mean, this is like crappy cam quality, you know, it looks amazing. Reiko sounds awesome. Motaro looks intimidating. It sounds like they're going to be doing a little bit of a American insurrection type thing. Just a little bit. I really hope not, because I'm tired of this crap being put in games where they want to like low-key be like, oh, look how bad the fascists are. When the government's the fascists themselves, right? So, Liu Kang mentions in this leak that that Shang Tsung manipulated General Shao. So General Shao is in it, right? Again, all the leaks, all the story leaks are all coming true. General Shao's in it. Apparently, he's been manipulated by Shang Tsung into an uprising. Now, I've been speculating for a while that what's going to happen is that they have discovered, General Shao has discovered that Melina is compromised by the Takat disease, which transforms them into essentially Barakas, right? Or Takat Morris, right? You know, like big pointy teeth people. Okay, so because of that, right? I am assuming that because they are not fit to lead, right? Because she's going to be compromised because of what the disease or whatever it is changes. It's not just like, oh, you know, you get a sore limb. Like, you literally become like a bloodthirsty warrior, right? It's in the bio, Melina, right? It's just more in the bio for Katana having to support her sister, knowing full well that Outworld doesn't seem to like her, right? And I've even speculated to the point that Katana might even side with General Shao. Who knows? I don't really believe the whole general that Shang Tsung is manipulating. He might be, right? But I've also speculated for a while that Liu Kang ends up actually being one of the bad guys. like 100%, right? And he's lying here. He's lying to Li Mei, saying that it's Shang Tsung's doing, right? When in reality, you know, this would be a real twist, right? The real twist would be it's Liu Kang that is secretly getting General Shao and Reiko and Motaro and Goro and all that to take over Outworld, because he's realized that if they don't, it's going to go badly. I know it sounds like a weird thing, but there could be this massive, like, sort of shift, right? And the story DLC, and I've speculated this before, which would be crazy, the story DLC could end up being that Liu Kang becomes the Dragon King, or resurrects the Dragon King, because that's part of his lineage. That's the reason why he was able to ascend as a god. It's the reason why he commands like fire. It's the reason why he's like got the whole like dragon-esque type thing, is because he's either direct in line lineage with the Dragon King, or he is the Dragon King, and he takes on a new name, Onaga. And he essentially becomes corrupted. Well, not corrupted as such, but he transforms, he morphs. It's the first animality, if you will, in the Mortal Kombat universe. It is the animality. He becomes the dragon, and becomes the Dragon King, right? And what you find then is that that's the case. This whole thing could be Liu Kang's plot, right? He becomes power behind the scenes. Like, this is again speculation. Liu Kang becomes power hungry, right? It's not enough that he recreated the universe. He's starting to see that people will uprise. So what does he do? He manipulates things behind the scenes, right? He makes out that Shang Tsung's the bad guy, when actually, in actuality, Shang Tsung could end up being the good guy. He could actually end up being the good guy. General Shao, seeing what Melina's becoming, knowing it's true, he's probably peeked through a window or something, or door crack, and gone, oh wow, she's, you know, a bit pointy in the mouth today, you know, right? Then he's like, nah, I'm not going to stand this, I'm going to stay loyal. I'm going to stay loyal to Outworld. I need to protect Outworld from what she's becoming. Liu Kang gaslights everyone, like Li Mei, into thinking that, oh, well, this is it. And so, and then of course, like, you get the uprising, but it actually is Liu Kang behind the scenes, because he reshaped the universe. He discovers, and this is way out there, this is my head going, right? Liu Kang discovers his true potential, but the only way to get to his true potential is by manipulating everyone to lay the foundation, sending the ninjas off to the temple to, you know, because we've seen Onaga's army, his terracotta army in the hall. They're there, they exist. Scorpion, like, burn a whole bunch of them, right? Rekindle them. Liu Kang could be the one manipulating all of it. He sent the ninjas there, you know, for whatever purpose, you know, to discover the you know, the what do you call it? The whether this is true, right? Turns out being true. So then he has to basically frame and fake things to misdirect, to the point where it's probably going to end on a cliffhanger. It's probably going to end with Liu Kang actually being the bad guy this whole time, and or becoming Onaga the Dragon King. And that this whole process leads to that. Right? It could be the very beginning foundations, because we know that Onaga was the original ruler of our world, like you know, whatever, right? So how do we know? Like thinking here, like, this is like real sort of like, you know, brain melting shit, right? If Liu Kang recreates the universe in what he sees fit, he technically is the ruler of everything. So if he's the Dragon King, and the Dragon King was the original rightful heir and ruler to Outworld, well, Liu Kang created everything. That makes him the prime tippy top ruler. It's a hell of a manipulation. And you know what? I'd love that. That sounds great. That actually sounds like a great story, right? But I don't want to be seeing no January 6th, you know, oh, insurrection, you know, blah, blah, blah. Oh, these people here, oh, they're obviously the Trumpers, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hear that crap, right? I don't want to hear that crap. My idea is way better. And it will make it very interesting. It also means that it leads into story DLC, which means we get more characters, stuff like that, you know. And that would make it very exciting, because I don't want this just to be another Mortal Kombat where, oh, we know they're the bad guys, they're the bad guys, they're the good guys. Oh, let's just fight and that's it. You know, like, that's brain rot. I really want to see some twists. Shang Tsung could end up being the good guy. Maybe he did plant the seed with Shao. Maybe he did, General Shao. Maybe he did. But not in the bad way. And Liu Kang is realizing that Shang Tsung is onto his long game plot of eventually unleashing and or becoming the ruler of Outworld. And there could be something to that. There could be some massive reason to that. You know, that Outworld is this pinnacle place that Liu Kang must harness this power, his air or whatever. Like, I'm just saying, man, like, you know, like, I'm just spitballing here, but that would be a hell of an interesting story to get to the end and go, wow, right? Now, Ed Boon reckons, oh, everyone's going to end up in their place in the end anyway. So I think that's a ridiculous statement. Why make this entire video game if you're going to end up in the same spot? What are you, silly? Why would you do that? That's just stupid. You've literally come out and said, we're recreating these characters. We're really jigging it up with a whole bunch of them, you know, repurposing them, which obviously it seems what you've done is that John Tobias is back on team. You're using his original scrapped ideas, which actually sound awesome, right? And turning this storyline into a very deep, multi-layered, faceted adventure. That's how it sounds. I've got the footage playing over right here. I'm watching it constantly as I'm doing this video. When Reiko and Motaro show up, people lose their effing minds, dude. Like, they just, you know, because people have been waiting. And it's not Reiko. Thank God, it's not Reiko from the stupid movie. He sounds strong, confident. Oh, what's that? You wanna support some diseased bitch on the throne? Okay. And he just looks at Motaro, doesn't say a word. And Motaro just grabs the dude's arms and goes, yank. Rises up and goes bang and like hits him with his feet, stomps on him. I'm gonna love beating the shit out of people with Reiko, man. It's gonna be so much fun, right? I'm gonna beat the crap out of him, right? I am 100% on Team Outworld at the moment. Because it sounds like a far more interesting story than Indian Gatti and these warrior princesses that are just perfect. You know, this ain't Wakanda, right? Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Catch you next time.